What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for PayPal holdings with the ticker symbol PYPL. I will first be going over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So basically, PayPal took a huge dump. This was not expected. It was expected to see a drop, but maybe not this much. So let's just go over the price action. You can see that I did my analysis on Tuesday, which was right at this red bar at the highs of this uptrend. I was expecting price to drop down lower because there were numerous red signs flashing on the chart, at least in the short term, because price had a leg up right here and then another leg up, met the target exactly, so that's why this black line represents. So I'm going to go and erase it since the target was met and the measure move, so we're going to erase those. So we had a measure move met, and then we hit the top of the yellow channel, which will normally send prices towards the opposite side, and we had a break of this green channel, which was a failed breakout, and price can come back into it or even on the opposite side. So everything was bearish. It was leaning against for PayPal to go higher. I mean, it could have, let's just say it could have. I don't know what's going to happen for sure, but looking at the charts, I mean, I usually say what I normally, after these patterns occur, I say what I normally see after. So this is normally what you see after price dropping lower. So unfortunately, it looks like PayPal just gapped right through this $67 support level and even traded lower after the earnings report, so that's even more bearish. And even Friday is even more bearish. So this looks pretty bad. I know what's going on the chart. It's pretty complex, but I'll go over it right now. So basically, PayPal was due for a drop, looking for this channel support to hold it, but it just pushed right through it. So we can go and erase that. So it doesn't look like PayPal's in an uptrend any longer. It could have stopped at the 67 level. That was the next target, but it just gapped right through it. A lot of times, I'm just kind of wondering why. I think I have an idea why these earnings report are always pre-market or post-market. It's because the liquidity is lower, so it's easy for them to manipulate the price. They can jump over a price level that they maybe not be able to get through during the regular session because there's 2 or 3 times more volume. I don't know. That's just my theory. I don't know if that's actually legit or not, but usually the earnings report, maybe even 100% of the time, is pre-market or post-market when there's lower liquidity, when it's easier for them to move the price around. Because think about it, if you had $1 billion and you wanted to move PayPal, are you going to do it during the regular session or the pre-market or the post-market? So usually, the lower liquidity levels, the lower volume levels are easier to manipulate. So it looks like PayPal is dropping lower. I mean, the obvious target now is the lows of the downtrend. So maybe we'll get a double bottom. But basically, that's the next target. I don't think we're going to stop right here in reverse. Is it a possibility? Yes, it is. But it doesn't look like it. I know what's occurring now. It looks like we're coming back down to this prior low. Since before it was looking bullish, and now you have to switch gears and be bearish because price is clearly not wanting to go up any longer. So it looked bullish in the short term, but now it's looking bearish in the short term. So I'm looking for the lows at the $59 level, $60 level, and then the measure move target. So the $52 level is back into play. It didn't look like it was going to be reached because look there was a large drop from August 16th, 2022 to December 21st, 2022. So this was one large leg down. Price made 2 attempts at it. So that's what it looked like. This was the first attempt right here, and then price corrected sideways, and then the second attempt started right here. So basically, it was 2 attempts to reach the measure move target. 1 attempt, pulled back, 2 attempts. And then it looked like it failed because we saw a sharp move in the opposite direction. So that's what it looked like, right? However, the market gets complex as time goes on, meaning the structures just get larger. So these 2 attempts are technically 1 attempt. So this is 1 attempt. And generally, the second attempt to reach the measure move target is 2 attempts. So we had 1 attempt down, price pull back. Now we're seeing the second attempt to reach the target. So that's what's occurring. Instead of a smaller 2 legs down, we're just making a bigger 2 legs down. So that's what basically PayPal is doing. It looks like we're still going for that measure move target, and it's still in place. So I'm looking for the 50s, basically, the high 50s and then even the low 50s. So we'll see if that comes to play. Tech stocks are selling off. There's a good chance PayPal might reach it. Unfortunately, you can see that PayPal was bullish. It was looking like it wanted to go up higher. then all of a sudden it turns into bullish just right away. Earnings report wasn't even that bad, but technically it was due for a drop, not this large, so it looks like it's just going lower. Let me take a look at this last thing. So you can see there was one attempt right here, and maybe the EMA. So yeah, it looks like it even surpasses the other measure move target. So I'll remove this one for now. It's pretty far down. I don't think we might get there. We'll have to wait and see, but definitely these two targets look to be legit at the lows of the downtrend at the 59 and then the 52. So that's what it looks like is occurring right now because we're dropping down sharply. I'm not expecting price to just stop randomly right here and reverse. Can it occur? Yes. Either way, I'll give you guys an update on, let me see, I do PayPal on Tuesdays. So maybe Tuesday, I'll give you guys an update. And then let's take a look at the weekly chart to wrap it all up. Here's the weekly chart. So let's go and look at the bar. Very big red bar. Very similar to what happened at the last earnings report. It's kind of funny. You can see how last earnings report had a huge red bar too. And also a gap down. So you can see there was a gap down also in the same earnings report at the same price level. So that's not random at all. We had a large drop right at the same price level. So either way, it looks like we're going lower. Looks like the measure move target is still in play. PayPal cannot find support above this EMA or at the 68 level. And it looks like we're going lower now. So either way, you never would have been triggered into a long trade because it didn't really bounce off the trend line or the support. You can't just assume we're going to go higher unless you see it on the price. So in the price, it looked like we were going to go higher, but in the micro scale, it was going lower, and you would have to wait for that to turn bullish if you wanted to enter with the trend. So price just gapped down lower, still below the EMA now, looking for the all-time lows of this downtrend, and then maybe even the 52 level. So PayPal getting even cheaper. So I thought fundamentally this company was super undervalued, and you would argue and say, yes, it is. However, technicals don't always reflect the underlying value of the company. I mean, how many times have you seen that? Why did PayPal drop even from the $300 level all the way up down to the $68 level? Because technically it was in a downtrend, and technicals override the fundamentals in the short term. Long term, yes, fundamentals matter. The company you invest in should not be going bankrupt or losing money. But technically, no one cares about that when they're trading. They just look at the chart and they're looking at the price structures. Downtrend, they're selling. Uptrend, they're buying. I mean, it's simple as that. The news is only for them to get out of their position so they don't get whacked or hit. They don't get a huge slippage on the stop loss if for a big news event. So basically, that's what traders are doing. They're looking for lower price targets, and yeah, we're gonna probably see some more downside for PayPal. It doesn't look pretty good right now. Maybe it'll change in the future, and that's when you have to reanalyze. Nothing is concrete. You can't be like, we're going down, and you keep on saying that because the price can switch directions. So that's all I have for PayPal this week, Saturday. I know it was a longer video, but I wanted to really explain what the earnings report was and what it did. So I'll give you guys probably an update on Tuesday. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time. The Vee Trades technical analysis course is now live. Learn to read the chart the right way to prevent costly mistakes. Click the link below to start training now.